Alright, that's enough. Went too
Tiny.
far.
On the last time on Dragon Ball Z,
What?
Wei fucking died. Unable to gather the Dragon Balls, the party traveled to Namek. But there, they found Frieza. Can the party defeat Frieza and bring back Wei, or are they royally fucked? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Question. When did Frieza Force get mechs, and why is Frieza a purple cat smoking a joint?
It's always been that way.
Wait, you don't remember the Namek
Beerus?
saga? You didn't watch DBZ and it shows.
Goddamn.
I didn't watch DBZ, but even I know Beerus is the purple cat.
He's not from Dragon Ball Z. He's from Dragon Ball Super.
No, hold on a minute. First of all, Battle of Gods was a Dragon Ball Z branded movie. Second of all, we will talk about Swim not watching DBZ after the game. For now, let's get on with the recap.
He's right, Dragon Ball Z is a Battle of Gods movie. Everybody shut up.
Who remember what happened last time?
Yeah, who remembers?
I don't.
You gonna put this on us?
No.
Fine.
I've got notes. That doesn't mean I.
Fine.
Consult the game notes.
Go for it. So let's
Sure.
see what you wrote down.
We were given a tour of the Last Tower Sanctum by Natul. Apparently, there are over 1,000 members of the guild.
Mm-hmm.
The Sanctum is built over the crash site of a meteor that apparently contained the original Cladis.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's ominous.
But
Yeah.
basically, after taking everyone's testimony, he sort of came to the conclusion that the Cladis must be evolving, or what we're dealing with is like an offshoot of it, because the old Cladis was more of like a force of nature than something that would scheme and plot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the party decided that this is their RPG journey. And they're now protagonists.
Except Lyle.
Except for Lyle.
Except for Lyle.
Lyle did not seem too happy about that idea.
He's not into it. You getting some cold feet.
I mean, it's fine if he doesn't want to be in it. That's like a reasonable reaction, but also we are in an RPG, so it's fine. He just doesn't know it's fun. And then yeah, things were getting a little bit heated after that because Lyle was acting partially cowardly, partially just sus in general because morose and flesh crab in his dick. So
You'd be
Hey,
acting sus if you had flesh
I
crab
get-
in your dick.
I can't argue with that. That's how I feel.
and then the bird said something that pissed him off, and then the other bird and the robot went to go and talk to him.
Oh yeah.
I think that catches us up.
More or less.
Acceptable. And thus, Otto went after Lyle. I believe Tori also went after Lyle. Adam and Apano and Wei went to go check out more of the Last Tower. I don't know what
Gazelle
Gazelle went to do. He
went
went
to
to
the
go do
kitchen.
something.
He went to
Yeah, I
go
think
have pie.
I think he went to go fuck off. I don't know what he's doing.
He wanted pie.
Me either. I don't remember.
He
You
wanted
said
We'll
pie.
find out, won't we?
Sure.
And Yue is in a conversation with
Very
Natul.
secret.
The tool looked like the cat. No, Natul is this guy.
We can't see his face.
Can you be
but
the
he
cat?
I think he looks like the cat under that mask. He refused to show his face. He
He
was
will.
actually
He will not show his face.
he was actually very adamant about not showing his face.
It's
Probably a
true.
lich.
He also may be very, very old, according to the spirit.
Yeah, Napano took a look at him with soul
That's
vision or
good.
whatever, and he was just a weird white outline. We think he's maybe a construct and not really a person with a soul.
He's a purple cat with horns and four
He's a
arms.
hologram.
If you keep calling the purple cat, I'm going to delete the purple cat. If you want to keep purple cat privileges, do not be rude.
I have an idea.
Yes. what
Purple
is your-
Cat can be the mascot of this campaign.
If that is what you want, I am not opposed. As
I don't-
long
Why is
as
it
you.
covered in cigarettes?
I would like to roll for it.
I thought I was the mascot.
Well, you're meant to fight the purple cat for mascot status. Or actually, Otto is probably the mascot. Or is it Tori? I don't know who the mascot is.
My character arc is over. It's time to fade into obscurity. Somebody else has to take the helm.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
well-
then I'm just gonna go ahead and shrink you. You're getting
Oh.
smaller. And
I'll
smaller.
do that. If I get smaller, if I get too small, I'll definitely be a mascot character. Oh, no.
You're gonna keep acting wise, or we're gonna shrink you to an oblivion.
It's ironic
voice-
because her formal title is now Big Bird.
If his voice gets any squeakier, we won't be able to pick him up on the mic.
This won't make the pain go away.
Okay, well, overall, this session is going to be more about figuring out what the fuck you're all going to do. Because I don't know what you're all doing, what to
Okay.
do.
It's fair.
So,
Where would
Basically.
you like to start us, esteemed leader?
well, I will tell you that I know there are things here to go see if you want to go see things or find things. Or if you just want to talk to each other and figure out what the fuck you want to do. And then see things. It's entirely on you. And I'm not making that choice. You're making that. All of you are making that choice. So who wants to go first?
No, that's why I was asking you who goes first.
No, you tell me who's going first.
Mother of God.
Make a fucking decision, all of you.
Lyle's going first.
I nominate Lyle.
All right, Lyle, you're going first.
Lyle, you're the mascot character.
Where
Hell
you
yeah.
going, Lyle?
Let's go.
Everybody
Are you
knows
not to Lyle?
the famous scene where he falls downstairs.
Please no. Are there stairs in this building?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
an
mean, look
infinite
at it.
tower that goes deeper and deeper.
That's a
It
Oh,
does
lot
have
of
a
everything
certain
he
level,
fall
but
down.
yes. There are so many stairs. It's got
Roll for
a
the
fuck ton of
stairs.
levels.
Fuck.
That's not a good roll for stairs.
It's not.
But I'll be nice and say you don't actually get to one of the bigger stairs. You just go off a step and you trip.
Do I like stumble and like break something, or do I just eat shit?
What's funnier?
What do you think?
As Otto goes after Lyle, he finds him at the bottom of a set of short stairs, laying face down with a broken vase next to him. He doesn't not made any attempt to pick himself up. He's just there. He doesn't look happy.
Otto's gonna go and try and help him up.
Are you okay?
Okay is relative, he says, with his face still pressed against the hardwood or the hard marble floor.
Otto's gonna help him up and brush him off a little.
He's gonna be dead weight as Otto flips him over and sits him up against the wall. His face looks a little bruised. He's not making eye contact. He just sighs.
Otto will sit down on the floor next to him so that he doesn't look weird there.
Lyle is a little bit polite, and he brushes away some of the shards of a broken, likely priceless vase to let Otto sit next to him. But he still doesn't look at him. He just kind of pulls his knees up to his chest, rests his arms on top of his legs, stares forward.
You were angry.
Yes, suppose you could say that.
Are you still angry?
Yeah, that's. Suppose you could say that.
Why are you angry?
Lyle sits silently for a moment and he shakes his head and says, I don't know if you'd get it, little buddy. So.
Try me.
Ooh.
It doesn't really matter, does it? The rest of them, they've already made up their mind. They don't trust me. They don't really care what I have to say anyway. They don't understand the threat that they're facing. They're just, optimistic and idealistic, and I don't know. Maybe it's better we part ways here anyway. This ended up being a bit more involved than I thought it would be anyway.
So, you're worried about them?
Lyle hesitates for a moment. He brushes his hair over the top of his head and sighs again. It's like, I mean, worry's a strong word, but
Would you be sad if they died?
no, most of them.
Because you weren't there?
Suppose it would rub you the wrong way if I was rolling dice in some sleazy alley and caught word that the likes of them bit the big one.
This might answer your question.
Yeah. You want to laugh at me, don't you?
No.
The rest of them just think I'm a coward.
I don't think you're a coward.
Well,
I trust you too. I think that you're a good friend.
is that right?
Yes. You want your friends to be safe. That's not a bad thing.
You might someday come to regret putting that kind of faith in me.
Do you think it's wrong?
I don't know if I know what's right and wrong sometimes.
Me either.
Yeah, I suppose we got that in common, don't we?
I just want everyone to stay safe. Especially you and my mom and the others.
You're a good kid, Otto. I wish more people were like you. I just don't see a good outcome if we stick our nose in this.
Maybe we should talk to the others about it. Make a compromise.
Well, I don't think the others are interested in talking or compromising.
You won't know until you try.
Um, hmm. Oh, maybe not. Maybe so.
You're good at gambling, right?
Totally. I win every time.
So why do you think this is different?
Part of being good at gambling is knowing how to hedge your bets. And I just don't like the odds. Let's put it that way.
Why?
How do we put this? Well, I feel the old man in the big gaudy mask made it very clear that this, let's say, flesh spider nonsense is some ancient, overwhelming, powerful, evil force that coincidentally is in my brains, which I'm not a fan of. Just throwing that out there. Maybe everybody's forgot that part, but it's a little personal. There's also the fact that the Kingdom of Muros seems to be either pulling the strings or having their strings pulled. I'm not sure which would be the preferable outcome. But what I know about those guys is you don't bet against Muros. Let's put it that way. Well, I don't really like that answer either. But let me put it this way. Why does it have to be a question that we need to answer?
They're coming after me. Aren't they?
Lyle hesitates a moment, thinks about it. I don't know that. I mean, you'll be all. Ah, hell. He's clearly struggling to find the words. I got a feeling you'll be okay, buddy.
Eventually, they will come. I'm sure about that.
Oh. What makes you so sure that I could protect you if they do come?
You haven't let me down this far.
Wow. I'm not used to hearing that one.
And I'll protect you too.
You'll protect me. You do this right, you might need to protect me from everybody else in the room. Forget about Muros or the monsters. You do that?
Why not?
Lyle thinks for a moment. He says, well, you know, Abba, you're naive, but I think I like that about you.
You're a bit mean. But I like you too.
Lyle laughs. He's gonna pat Otto on the shoulder. He says, hey, why don't you do me a favor and tell Tori that she could stop hiding?
I'm gonna come out from behind nearby pillar.
Fucking wrecked.
I didn't.
Hi, Tori!
Hi. I didn't want to interrupt your moment.
Stop hiding.
I'm not hiding anymore, Otto. By the time I caught up, you both were sitting up against the wall. It sounded pretty heavy. I didn't really want to interrupt, but I didn't really want to walk away either.
So you're telling me you didn't come all this way just to chew me out, call me a bitch?
No, I think that you do tend to act a little cowardly, but you've come a very long way, and you could have gotten off this train anytime you wanted to. So that says a lot. I think you're pretty brave. Maybe braver than you think you are, but what do I know? We haven't known each other that long.
I'll take that
But
as a compliment.
in the short time that we have, we've done a lot together. I know.
I suppose so.
My whole life has pretty much changed since I met the two of you. When we first met, all I was trying to do was make enough money so I could travel overseas and find my own place and have my own solitary life, but now I'm chief of a village that I was banished from, and that's all really surprising and all. Then we found out that a weird bug is trying to take over the world, and then it killed my dad, and yeah.
They, sorry about your pops. I know things were awkward, but I know that's not how you wanted it to end.
No, I never really thought I'd ever have to kill him, even when I was, before I was banished. I was just trying my best to become a strong warrior, and then couldn't pass the test of cruelty. Come back, and then the class does it for me. Now I'm expected to rule over, and yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, you go. I don't know. I guess I would have rather we could have reasoned with him. I think, given our mutual enemy, if things had gone differently, maybe he could have seen reason. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the old man like you do. I guess I was just holding out hope.
I think everybody's got a little potential to change, to grow. He maybe could have been reasoned with, I think, if we had time to talk, but he couldn't have been reasoned with while he was still in power. That had to change. Circumstances were not ideal now.
Well, I'm glad you're taking it well as to be expected, I suppose.
I guess. I've had really good friends looking out for me this whole time. Kinda helps.
Suppose so. You really want to get involved with this whole Cladis thing?
Well, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but we're already pretty involved, don't you think?
I don't know. It's not too late to stand back and let the big boys handle it. There's got to be people more knowledgeable, more skilled, more powerful than whatever we are. A bunch of misfits who met in a bar trying to kidnap this guy. Emotions toward Otto.
Yeah. But I think if they had that sort of power, they'd already do it. Besides, as far as I know, the class didn't come into their hometown, kill their dad, and they didn't put a bug in me and then ransack my home and kidnap my mother, and who knows what else cause of mayhem that they've done. Destroyed most of the world at some point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little thirsty for revenge, and even though they might be hard to kill, I've killed one. I think I'll do the rest.
I suppose when you put it that way, it does feel kind of personal, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, they made me change my life in a lot of ways that it wasn't going that way until they showed up. Feels... I don't know, I don't feel guided by some great responsibility, and maybe I just want to make the world a little bit better, but I don't know. There are more powerful people who can do it than me, yes, I agree. That's not going to stop me from trying, though.
I wish I had...
Both of you. could have walked away when my mom was kidnapped.
No.
You didn't have to help me.
I was pretty close to doing that, if I'm being honest with you.
But you didn't. Why?
It couldn't have been about the free women and booze at the brothel, could it?
I mean, it's kind of put me on the spot
Before
here.
that,
You know, it couldn't have been much worse than... It could have been much worse. Imagine the bug they would have given you at the brothel. Now you got
Well-
one from the Gladys.
Yeah. Might have had fun getting the one at the brothel.
You know,
Sorry,
I
Lyle's
don't-
gonna look over at Otto and say, I don't know why. Maybe I thought that I would still get paid if I found your mom. Maybe I felt a little sorry for you. I can't say.
and yet, here you are.
And yet, here I am. Much further away from home than I thought I would find myself.
where's your home?
Very... Well... I guess I don't have a home anymore.
Did it get destroyed? Mine got destroyed.
Hey, listen, that weird chef broad that was bothering us for a while, like, she lit a few stands on fire. Like, the town didn't burn down totally, I don't think. It wasn't that bad. At least it didn't look that bad when we were running away from it. Well, I was gonna look over at Tori. It wasn't that bad, was it?
You know, it didn't seem that bad, but seemed like a lot more smoke once we got onto the outskirts than originally intended. Yeah, I'm sure nobody was hurt.
I'm sure Chainsaw is still standing.
Yeah, they had a. It's quite a large city, and there was a few military forces there. I'm sure upstanding soldiers and guardsmen did their best to put out the flames.
You're dodging the question.
It's not my greatest moment, but I didn't want to die either. Yeah.
My...
The important thing is, we didn't get caught. And because of that, we've come very far.
Yeah. That's, as far as home goes, what is home?
Think about... Okay, yeah. Let's not talk about the fire anymore. Yes. Tell me about your home.
What is home? Who knows? Home is wherever. Home's where the heart is. And coincidentally, mine's right here. And Lyle's gonna point right at his chest. Yeah.
Right here, and Tori's gonna point at Lyle's heart as well.
Yeah, you got it. Home. Home sweet home. Yeah.
Good. At least you know. So we have to do something about this bug inside of you, or else it's gonna eat your heart.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder on that one. That's
See, you can't leave. You're stuck with us. Look, I'm gonna do everything I can to beat these stupid bug things. And in the process of which, we're gonna find you a cure too, alright? I know, I'm making big promises here. One, I have to help him find his home that might not be around anymore, considering you're a very ancient soul. But we're gonna do it. They said we couldn't kill the class, and we did it. So surely the other things are possible now too. Now come on. I know you want to run away, but at least let me cure your bug thing first.
didn't the old man seem pretty sure that he had a cure, I guess, but what's to stop us from getting infected, or getting infected again, or becoming flesh spider zombies, you know?
I mean, if you don't, that's more likely going to happen anyway.
I think so. Personally,
Man,
I feel
I
like my
hope not.
odds my odds feel like they might be better staying away from them than running at them, swinging my fists. But you know, like, what do I know? I'm just a guy.
Yeah. I think you know that you fought them a bunch of times and have come out on top. So we keep that going until we run out of luck, I guess. Or we hope that theirs runs out first.
Ugh. Yeah, me and luck don't seem to be, you know, meshing well these days. But I know what you mean. I don't know. So, what happens now?
Oh, what happens now?
Well,
What happens now is you hear footsteps.
Oh,
Clack, clack, clack. And you hear a woman say, "Hey, did that vase just break?" You turn and look, and it's a skeleton with a book and robes.
a skeleton, huh?
Yeah, walking skeleton.
Lyle is going to immediately say, "Oh, that was like that when we got here."
Oh,
As if
okay. She
I
snaps her
thought,
fingers. She snaps her bony fingers, and it reforms behind you, and on back of the shelf.
Aldo's going to clap lightly.
Lyle's going to
Tori's gonna
stare awkwardly.
Tori's gonna reach over and grab a piece of vase that's kind of stuck between Otto's arm and his body, and kind of like let it form up with the rest because it's stuck. Let me just get that there. So you can scratch Otto's metal skull and then kind of just scoot away.
Okay,
Lyle's
bye.
Okay, Lyle's going to
Oh.
watch the skeleton
Oh.
walk away. He's going to say, "I didn't know they hired liches here."
She didn't have skin.
She sure did not.
She's cool. I like her.
Is that normal?
To be that skinny? No.
I see.
Get that girl some donuts. God, I could go for a donut right now.
Me too. Let's go get food. Otto, are you hungry?
Yes.
No, you're not. Come on.
He's not, but we could find him a pancake, I'm sure.
You're not hungry. Let's go find some food.
I will eat.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So they're
How-
gonna go for the
how do we-
cafeteria.
Oh yeah, that's probably where Gazelle is.
Probably.
Probably.
All right. Who goes next?
Gazelle.
No. Adam and
No.
Napano.
Way goes next.
I'm okay with that.
Is
Sorry,
Way
what
with
was that? That is a Good question.
Originally,
Apparently not.
Was with us. I don't know. Are we gonna write him out of the
Okay.
story, or is he just gonna disappear? Get lost
No.
inside a library or
He's been.
something?
He is.
I would
he
like-
goes and does his own thing,
I
and
would
we'll
like
figure out what he's gonna do later.
you gonna write him out proper, Mage.
Yes.
Way went out
Lord.
to find a vanilla Coke and he never came back.
We
He got
forget
kidnapped
who
by
he
a
okay.
purple
is.
cat.
It's okay. We can assume that, like, for whatever reason, Adam and Napano did not join Way in going to the training room or something.
He went off to do his own thing for the moment.
Where was Adam going? I thought Adam was gonna go check out a training room. What was?
Yes, so I was gonna start off kind of like that. Like he's sort of, he's still kind of, so okay. We'll just kind of set the scene. Adam's just kind of looking around, sort of grumbling to himself as he looks for this training area.
Grumbling about anything in particular, or just the fact that he's lost?
You can hear him mention like why run away now, or it's clear he's still kind of agitated about the situation with Lyle.
Okay, well then Napano will chime in. It's like, that idiot. He thinks there's anywhere that he can hide from this thing? Like, once it subsumes one country, it'll take over the next. It's just a matter of time before it gets in if he keeps on running. He can't run forever.
Adam just kind of sighs and looks over at Napano. Exactly. What use is it? Bad enough it's in his head. It's in my head.
Did, I actually forgot, did Natul do the thing with both Adam and Lyle? Or just one of them last
I think
time?
if I remember correctly, he checked over Adam and confirmed he did not need to do anything to Adam. He did not need to do to Adam what he did to Lyle.
Your
Gotcha.
current
But he
condition
did
is
What's that?
that you are the first stage of infection, which cannot be removed by magic. So to remove your infections, it would have to be surgery.
Yes.
They had to physically remove it from you. And he offered that he could probably do that. And that offer is on the table. So
Otto
that is
can do
your
it.
current status. I mean, you could,
could be-
I guess.
That could be dicey. But yes, in any event, yes, the offer is on the table. And Adam hasn't taken it yet, but it's also because he's not really sure. Like, he seems kind of unsure about the idea of getting it like forcibly removed. If there's another way, but it's, in any event, yeah, he knows the Cladis is in his head, and he's definitely heard it from before from trying to talk to the spirit, so like there's that factor too. It's so
You've got to make your own decision, but it's not likely that it'll just get better on its own. You're going to have to do something about it.
Adam just kind of sighs after a few seconds. I suppose that's true.
And honestly, we trust you, and we want to be able to continue trusting you, and not be worried that the Cladis is spying on us through you.
This is a fair argument. On the topic of things that are a part of you, that bird is that a part of you, or how did I feel like we've talked about this before, but just how did the bird come to be?
Well, it sounds like it was pretty similar to you and the Drake, just in a moment of need, it came to us.
I see. So no rituals, no. It is a separate being, though, like Shere Khan here. It's its own thing.
Bird kind of chimes in and just says, I mean, we've been together so long, it's kind of hard to determine where one of us stops and the other one begins.
Wait. The bird talks?
The bird talked last time, too.
The bird did talk last time, yes.
Very
Does
last
the bird have a
line.
funny voice, or...
Please.
Pretend it's Kazooie. I'm not going to do a different voice, but it's all in Kazooie's voice.
Boy. Adam just kind of blinks a couple times. He looks at Shere Khan just like on the off chance, like, do you speak? But Shere Khan just kind of tilts his head like a curious puppy.
Makes a barking noise.
Yes.
Like sniffing at the plants and the vases and...
I don't know, but... Well, I mean, you talk, so maybe you can answer this. Are you guiding Napano to something? Or is this just some happenstance and you two are sort of just on your way together?
Bird kind of like blinks and looks back and forth in Napano and like, wait, you can hear us now?
Dun dun dun.
You know, at this point, I'm not sure whether to question it or not. Ever since... I think that's another thing I want to try to get to the bottom of. Ever since we fought that monster in the mountains, things have felt a little different.
The bird, like, very excitedly lifts off of Napano's head and just starts, like, flying around Adam very excitedly before stopping to nest in his hair. And it's like, oh my god, this is wonderful! No one's been able to hear us before now, at least, that we know of. We're gonna have to watch what we say.
Yes. I suppose that is a thing you'll need to do.
Bird uses slurs.
I mean...
You speak any other languages? That seems to be a good way to avoid, well, everyone but me hearing, I guess.
Did everyone else hear what we said about Donkey Tooth? That was kind of mean, but he kind of deserved it.
I'm not sure.
Well, we'd say it again to his face. It doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. But
Ugh.
yes, I have this impression that although he's not really showing it, being the way he is, it feels like Shere Khan's trying to guide me to something. And it makes me wonder a little bit. I've only seen a dragon once. Obviously, a fair bit bigger than Shere Khan here, but...
Napano and the owl share a look as you mention a dragon.
But it was somewhat of a family affair. And so I'm thinking perhaps maybe there's somewhere, I don't know, a library of sorts in here. Maybe I can learn more about dragons and whether humans whether humans interacting with them has been a thing.
Wait, when you say the dragons were a family affair, like, how do you mean?
Ooh. Adam kind of thinks for a moment. Nothing particularly crazy, but
Does your tribe, clan, whatever your family grouping we're gonna call, do they don't worship dragons or pray to them for guidance or
not to my understanding, at least.
what is their importance in your culture then?
That's sort of the thing. I'm not sure. But I feel like feels like a strange coincidence to see a dragon fly over the village the day of a funeral.
Wait, have you told us this story before?
Adam just kind of smirks and shakes his head.
It's a little bit uncanny that you mention it then. Whose funeral? Just out of curiosity. Someone close to you?
Well, I was very young, but it was my mother's, to my understanding.
Napano and the elves share another look.
Again, long ago, it's well in the past, but...
And Shere Khan came to you fairly recently, so they're not necessarily connected.
But it's hard telling, and... It's made me curious, is all. First the dragon appears, then I get this spear with some strange power to fight off this ancient evil. One thing I don't particularly believe in is coincidence.
No, everything that you're saying is so similar that it not be coincidental. It's uncanny that our homes are so close to each other in Oakheim. Cards on the table. We have a dragon ancestor. It's many, 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 many years removed, but we do have dragon blood in our veins.
Adam just kind of blinks a couple times. You do?
We do.
Uh-oh.
We've never seen a living dragon before, but the day that we began our journey as an adventurer, we went to their shrine and prayed for guidance and protection.
Shrine, you say? Yeah, admittedly, I don't remember a whole lot about her, but one thing my father liked to mention was that my mother was every bit as fierce a warrior as he was, though she came from elsewhere. And so maybe she's connected to Dragonkind somehow, and Shere Khan is her way of leaving something to me. I don't know. That's why maybe something in here will help me learn a little bit more.
But why come to you so many years after her death? The timing is a little bit odd.
Who knows? Maybe I came of age. Maybe my journeys led me to such a need. It could be anything, I suppose.
Maybe. We wish we had more answers for you, but it's uncanny how much your culture seems to mirror ours.
Indeed. Well, if we ever make it to Olkheim, maybe we'll have to check this shrine out.
Maybe if we can, if it holds any answers for you, we'd gladly throw open our doors. Nippano kind of trails off. On second thought, though, it kind of depends on where we're at in our journey. We don't necessarily want to lead the Cladis back home.
Adam just kind of laughs a little bit. Suppose that's a bit of concern of mine as well, and why I feel compelled to deal with this problem before it gets worse.
Well, that's true. We might come from a remote region, but eventually this thing will consume the entirety of the world if left unchecked, so no point in hiding it. This is... We can't think of a better cause worth dying for, so let's arm ourselves and figure out how to go about that.
Adam just kind of nods and sort of looks around. Well, if we do manage to find a library, maybe we'll find a way to make your weapon all blue and sparkly.
We'd like that. We're feeling a little bit under-equipped. Everyone else has weapons with souls, and we could use something. On that note, are there any skeleton librarians walking around where we're at that maybe we could...
No, not really. I mean, there's other people. of
How
all
about
sorts.
how about snake
try-
women janitors? How about
You could
that?
always try breaking a vase.
Snake?
Is there...
what?
Snake woman janitor.
No.
No, that's
Okay.
just
Just
George.
to spite you. Just to spite you.
anyone like...
Are you saying snake women
wearing-
don't exist?
Now I am.
Well,
Someone's trying to say something. What's up?
Oh, shut up.
Anyone wearing robes kind of like Natul that we could maybe ask questions of?
Like Natul exactly? No, but plenty of people with robes. There are plenty of people here just walking the halls every so often. Some give you looks, curious. Most people seem to know your guests here at least, so they're not surprised, but they do watch you because they're curious.
I have a question. Is Ensho walking around?
No, shut the fuck up. I'll mute you.
Well, I want to flag down someone, assuming we can find a library or something. Just talk to a librarian or some kind of scholar.
Sure, you can find a librarian or someone to point you toward the library. It's on this same floor. You will find out, and you're quickly given directions to make your way there. It's a bit of a walk, but not terrible.
I want to ask the librarian then a little bit about the history of where we're at. We're on the site of the Zhao meteor, yeah?
Correct.
Do we know how the Zhao meteor got contained without having to scorch half of the continent the way the Akaya meteor was?
The librarian that you speak to, who is at the desk, gives you a look like he has to think about if he should tell you, since you brought it up. I guess you are a guest. I think you're supposed to. Well, specifically, they did scorch this land. That's why this is a crater, and a barren crater at that. But it was able to be contained enough, and enough time has passed that a lot of the damage was, recovered over time. Is the short answer.
So it did recover.
Yes, this particular area did. If you're referring to the other area, that one was pretty bad, as I understand it. So it got the much worse treatment. And there were a lot of other factors that led to life reflourishing here. Ernjao. But suffice to say, things were not as bad off here. Surprisingly, given what is beneath us.
Okay. We were just wondering if one managed to be contained in a way that the other was not.
I believe what was recorded at the time, according to what we've recovered, is they thought that that one at least was completely annihilated.
Oh, and so this one is dormant and the other one is gone?
They, for what I understand of the history, is this one was scorched to the point where it was left just the crater, not even the entire crater, but a small portion, which allowed it to be contained within a facility here that was constructed rapidly. But it could not be fully destroyed, even with all the firepower leveled against it. So, but they were able to contain it. They were able to reduce it enough that it was able to be contained.
Why were they able to fully destroy the other one, but not this one?
It's a great question. I'm not entirely sure. It could be something that one came second, was perhaps not the main. What's a good term? The main mass, perhaps. Perhaps this is the main, and that was a offshoot, thus leading it to be perhaps not as condensed or as powerful. Perhaps. Maybe speculation on my part. We're not really sure.
Okay. Well, thank you. Do
Of
you
course.
have any books on
Oh,
how
we have so
to
many books.
specifically on how we might imbue our weapons with soul power?
Oh, that's that's a bit more restricted reading here, just given the nature of what that entails in terms of messing with souls. It's a bit more controlled. I'd have to get verification with the guild master before I lend you those books.
That's okay. We were just talking with Natul. I'm sure he would agree that we're here to help, but we don't
Well,
need it right now. If you want to go and get verification first.
Protocol and all that. I had to be sure. It's very sensitive stuff.
Of course, but
What about? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well,
no, just we're here to help, and we want weapons
Well,
in order to help.
well, I'm sure you do. There's many ways to help.
What about dragons, and
Oh,
particularly any interactions or mingling with humans?
oh, there's a whole bunch of that. Do you want fiction or nonfiction?
Let's go with nonfiction.
All right.
This is for.
Look, we have a lot of books. Not all of them are for research. Some are for entertainment. This is a very large library.
Eyebrow.
And you do look around, and it is a fucking huge library. It is massive.
Well, as you can see here, he kind of just gestures to Sharikhan.
Oh, look at him! He's so cute. He walks around the
Um,
table, starts scritching his little cheeks.
Adam just kind of laughs. I'm not really sure where he came from, so I'd like to learn a little bit more about.
Oh, well, he looks like a drake, which are typically gifts given by dragons to people as a mingling, a sometimes formed as like shown a token of appreciation or a token to show due to loyalty to a particular dragon. I'll get you some things. Hold on, just wait here for a moment. And they hop on their chair and they start rolling off. The kick against the table down one of the avenues of books and disappear.
Disappearing into the shadows.
Adam just kind of chuckles. They seem nice.
Yeah, we're a bit troubled by the nonfiction, the idea of dragon romance, but who are we to talk?
Shame.
I mean, you did say you had some lineage.
We did say that. but we don't know how that's possible. We don't want to think about how that's possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
I
just
don't
hear
wanna
the
think
chair
of-
rolling back and there's lots of ways such things are possible. I mean, dragons could really become whatever they want if they're powerful enough. Magic is a hell of a thing, you know, and places like a pile of books on the table.
Adam just kind of blinks a couple times.
I think.
It's well,
Sorry, go ahead.
you know, these are several things about the nature of packs with dragons, dragon bloodlines, powers that dragons are theorized to possess, both noted and conjecture and theory, recorded interactions with dragons, conflicts with dragons, just kind of picks up a book, puts it down, goes to the next book, puts it down. Just a wide array of topics. You were not exactly specific, so I figured, you know, might as well give you the whole spiel, you know.
I see. Well, I appreciate this.
Well,
Thank you.
no problem. I hope you enjoy your reading.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent. Quickly, like, pulls out some strings and ties the stack of books together rapidly, and then pushes it towards you to carry.
Adam goes ahead and
I'll expect
lifts
those
the stack
returned
of.
within the week.
You got it.
Wild if you expect us to read that much in a week, but
Well,
we'll do our best.
I mean, that's just kind of average around here. We do a lot of reading around here. You know.
I suppose. Let's see. Are you gonna make us ask like specific questions to get information out of those books, or are you just gonna
Well,
give
what
us
do you
general
want to?
information?
What do you want to know exactly?
um.
I don't know which exactly you want to know.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure Napano was pretty clear that they don't want to know what was in
About the
this.
nonfiction
About the
stuff.
things they don't want to know. Yeah. No, I guess Adam's mostly curious about like whether sort of like the coexistence of like humans and dragons.
And
All
other
right.
lesser races.
With how rare dragons seem to be, it doesn't seem like coexistence is a common thing, but perhaps there's a part of the world where it is.
All right. That sounds like you need to roll, motherfucker.
Sounds good.
Roll spout lore,
All right.
because
Can I
that's
assist?
exactly what that's for.
Perfect.
Or aid, rather.
You can aid.
Okay, so I am spouting lore. So that is, what is it? 3d6k2 and minus
Mhm.
1 because that's his int.
Yes. It's a lot of books. Some of them get really complicated. Some of them are very dry. Some of them are very boring.
Just like real books.
I think this might be the command, but I might be wrong. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, you rolled like shit.
Don't know garbage. You can't find shit in these books.
It's too much.
Well, hold on.
It
To be-
is too much.
To be fair, Adam's not the smartest one in the bunch.
No, he is not.
He's probably trying to read the book upside down.
Adam is barbarian man.
Pictures of dragon book.
There are many pictures of dragons in these books, and they go into various topics. Some of them very, very, very dry. They are very boring. It is very hard to focus. I'll give you that. You think you're right that it's rare, but it appears to have happened before, but you don't understand the context or why or where. Where is that? It talks about places you haven't heard of, and you can't figure out from the context that where that place is. You just have a hell of a time.
Can I try rolling spout lore since I'm reading books too?
Sure, but you will not get advantage. And in
Alright.
fact, you... Oh,
Didn't need it.
roll another d6, though. You did aid, so you do have to suffer a consequence for aiding. So you rolled a 5 and a 2 is your lower die, so you have a 7.
Boo.
Does anything happen to Adam as a result of the fail?
Like your clocks are going up. It's not you're not in a very risky situation.
Okay.
I think you might get frustrated and just kind of toss a book
Get a paper
aside,
cut.
perhaps, or you get a paper cut. You get like several paper cuts. These fucking books, man. There's
You
so
read
many.
through the part you didn't want to read through.
They're so sharp.
This paper is so dry.
She slipped in
It's a
the fiction ones.
Oh no!
You take mental damage. You lose some sanity.
No!
Emotional damage!
Wait a minute. This is her dragon fan fiction. No!
We didn't need this.
Okay, so
I can't
you
believe
got
I
a
read
7. So
through
you get
7
stuff.
pages of that.
Mental damage.
Let's see. I'm gonna go to the map here so I can remember. Yes. Okay, so an important thing to note is that dragon interactions are rare. They do tend to keep to themselves, unless, of course, they, really, really want something, and then they will just either take it or it depends on the dragon. Really, they're people basically, very big, very powerful people that sometimes
Smart's
decide
quest
to
for
not
ass.
be people at all and just fucking murder you if you anger them enough. You do know the dragons have interacted with society sometimes. Some have integrated into society and have abilities of shapeshifting and whatnot to just, live amongst a populace. There's a reason half dragons exist. They are a race in this world that exist. They're a half dragon race. So it has definitely happened before.
It's true, we did cut off one's head.
Enough that there is a significant population of half dragons.
But like full dragons, how rare are they?
They are on the rare side. Most don't seem to venture too close to cities. Some kind of keep to themselves. A lot of them living in mountains and like kind of more difficult places for people to go. Some actually do live in cities just by turning into humans basically and just
So
living amongst populace.
They're by no means extinct or close to it. As a
No.
race. Okay.
In Anholt, that center continent, there is a school that is run by a dragon. That is one thing that is known.
Okay. Any answers for Adam as to like the meaning behind his Drake? We just think like somehow he gained favor with one.
Is without knowing like the exact circumstances, these books would not tell you exactly. But typically, a Drake is given as like a gift or a reward for loyalty to a dragon, or a reward for like doing something for a dragon. So things like that. It's basically a creature created by a dragon to be basically a pet or a servant or at times a mount for a ally or follower.
Okay. So then to Adam, I guess if you have never interacted with a dragon and your father hasn't, then I suppose we could theorize that maybe your mom somehow gained favor with a dragon, and especially if one did fly by her funeral. Where did you say that she was from?
My father never said. I'm not sure if he ever learned that, to be honest.
Is your father still alive?
Oh yes, he's
Is he the
he
chief
might be-
of his village too?
For the sake of brevity, let's say yes.
Of course. course. That's typical for an RPG protagonist.
Oh, what
I
just
think
happened?
it changes. It probably changes hands from time to time, but not in such a violent way as like Tori's folks. But
Oh, sure, the nice, gentle, giant dragons that breathe fire. They're super nice and sweet, aren't they?
Hmm.
Racist.
Well, speaking of
these people are
Tori,
dragons.
speaking of Tori, we probably have let Lyle calm down from his tantrum. We should probably go and see whether they're going to help us or just leave us. Honestly, we don't care what he does, just as long as he doesn't get in the way and try to sabotage our efforts.
Rude.
Yes, I suppose we should. Best to go see what he's thinking of doing.
As you go to leave to go figure out where your friends are, you see this skeleton walk into the library, carrying a book. There's like a hood over the skeleton head, but it's just a skeleton, man.
Is that all the clothes he's wearing? Just a hood over the head? Nothing to cover up the rest of the
They're
parts?
wearing robes. They're wearing clothes. God, they're not naked.
Going full Skeletor over here.
They're like humming a little song. They have a very nice feminine voice.
Can we tell what the kind of book they're holding?
It appears to be. It's not labeled.
Okay.
It's thick.
Thick.
It's a thick ass book. They're holding it to their chest, not like a protective way, but like a just excited or, cheerful. They
Well,
don't pay you
that's-
much mind. They give you a nod as they pass by, unless you stop them.
I guess I don't see a reason to stop them. Although, is this the
Adam
first
does,
skeleton that
however.
we've seen?
That you two have seen, yes.
Okay, well, I'll let Adam take the lead.
Can we take a quick break before we continue with this next scene?
Okay.
Gotta let the doggies out and stuff.
Okay.
So, can we just keep going while he
Bye.
does that, or?
We
Take a
can.
break.
Let's take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a 10 or a 15.
Thank you.
Okay.
Get up, get drinks, get snacks.
Okay. I'm gonna pause the recording. YouTube will join us when we continue. Okay, we're back. Sorum let the
But-
dogs out. It was a good time.
Butts.
Okay. So Adam goes to sort of get the skeleton's attention, but when it turns, he kind of jumps a bit, oh.
It doesn't turn. You didn't say anything, so it just walked
Oh.
past you. It's just going to the library. It's not paying any attention to you.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to the library. Unless you actively are gonna say something to it to stop
Yes,
it.
no. He was he was also with Napano gonna go flags down the skeleton person.
Oh, they stop. They turn.
Just-
They look at you. Yes.
Adam kind of pauses for a second, not really expecting what he's seeing, before he speaks up. You wouldn't have happened to see any of the other new guests around, have you?
Oh yes, the skinny guy, the robot person, and the Tingri girl.
Yep,
with the wig?
that's them.
Oh, they went to the cafeteria. I think I overheard them say that.
Okay,
Cafeteria.
We'll head there. Thank you.
No problem.
Before we go,
Yes.
Nippano's trying to figure out a way to say this in a way that's not rude, but are you a construct? Are you?
What? That's very rude. I'm not I'm a person.
Do you remember your past life? Are you dead or undead?
That's a very complicated answer that would require a lot more time. I will say, Dapano, as you look at them, they. So, what do you think happens when you look at an undead? What do you think they look like?
I would assume they would just be grayed out like nothing.
Well, here's the thing. She looks like any other person does, except they're a skeleton.
Okay, so they've definitely got a soul about them.
There's a full soul there, and not like in a this was a reanimated corpse soul. There's just a soul there.
So, like, did you die or did you just shed your flesh because you didn't want to stop
Okay.
reading?
Like I said, it's very very complicated. I would love to expound upon it because it's part of our research, but I also have to return this book, or the librarian's going to kill me.
Okay,
And
because
she
we've
pulls out
raised the dead before, but this is interesting and new. And Adam
well-
is like having to carry me away.
I'll flag you down later if you really want to talk about it. She waves and then goes into the library.
Nice.
All right, you head to the
We
cafeteria.
head to the cafeteria.
All right, now, last but not least, Gazelle, the fuck you doing?
Gazelle's eating lunch, man.
You're in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
What you doing in the cafeteria? What's the scene? What's you doing? What's exactly you eating? What'd you get?
An omelet.
You got an omelet.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of omelet?
He doesn't know. He's not sure.
How big is this omelet?
It's pretty big.
Hmm.
He's sharing it with I almost said Gazelle. He's sharing it with Barry.
He's sharing it with himself.
Yeah, with himself.
All right. Are you sitting across from anybody?
No.
Did you just plop in a random table?
Yeah.
Is it empty?
Hold on. Let's find out.
Okay.
Why didn't that work?
I don't know.
Why are we rolling
Do
d20s?
backslash.
I pressed the wrong button, I guess.
Okay.
There are a couple
Is that-
people around.
At the table you're sitting at?
Sure.
Okay. They're just kind of sitting,
Yeah.
watching you eat as you feed.
No, they're
separately.
doing their own thing. Because I'm imagining like lunch tables, like and like you would
Yeah.
have like in the school, like the little bench
It-
tables.
It's a cafeteria, so yes.
Yeah. And he's at one end, they're at their end. They're just at the same table.
Uh-huh. I would say at least one of them is watching you feed that severed head, or watching
Yeah,
the severed
probably.
head eat. Probably. Is this person appears relentlessly curious about what the fuck is going on here?
Gazelle doesn't care or even notice.
Sir? Sir, are you feeding that severed head on that staff?
Yes, I am feeding Barry.
Looks at the staff. Looks back at you. Does that work?
You have skeletons here.
Yeah.
Shut up, you. You're not here. I didn't ask you.
Yeah, you want to try feeding him? And he like holds out a piece of the omelet. Just
Yes. This person scoots over, takes the piece of the omelet, offers it to Barry.
go ahead, Barry.
Just snaps it up really quickly.
Barry's quite friendly. He's a good Oni. He's a good Barry.
Watches as parts of the omelet leave the stump, but not all of it.
Not all of it.
Okay, so he is swallowed, but then some of it comes, but not all of it comes. I'm so confused. Pulls out a notebook, starts writing down. It just starts observing you, and well, observing Barry specifically.
How much of
First-
Barry's flesh has grown at this point?
It's it's mostly grown around the staff. There's like little bits that haven't grown around it. But his head is basically connected to the staff now.
Yeah, like he's still like looks like he's tied to the staff with like just fabric.
Until like you get
if the
close
fabric
enough.
came off, he wouldn't come off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like from afar, it just looks like there's a severed head attached to the staff. But if you got close, like, oh, it's kind of melted there. That's weird.
It's pretty damn gross.
It's
Yup.
pretty gross. Trolls are gross, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of also kind of neat.
It's turned into a rare weapon.
Yes.
Ah, does he just can eat anything, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And he said his name was Barry.
Yes, I
Okay,
named him.
I'm writing that down. Barry the stares at Barry. The staff troll? Troll? Are you a troll? Meh, shakes head. Okay, not a troll. Writing that down. But is a troll.
Yeah, he tried to kill us once.
Meh, nods. Well, is that why he's on your staff? Is he some sort of trophy?
That's why he's just a head.
Oh, why is he on your staff?
Because I thought it'd be cool.
I guess I guess I can't fault the logic, I guess.
Better than throwing him as a bomb, I guess.
Gazelle just kind of nods, like, kind of proudly.
I'm both full of questions and still don't know what to ask.
Gazelle takes another bite of omelet.
Is he magical?
Aren't we all?
No, but literally, is he sustained by magic? Or is he sustained by this food you're feeding him?
Both?
Maybe?
Looks to Barry. Barry shrugs.
Which looks really weird to them.
Can you shrug?
Unsure. Writes that without looking away.
I mean,
Does
isn't
he
it
ha-
kind
does
of
he
well known
have-
that trolls regenerate?
Yes, but this is weird.
Even for that.
This is still very strange. Also that he's very friendly.
Well, I guess enough food will domesticate a wolf. Why not a troll?
Does he have other organs beside his brain?
Mm,
Skin is an organ, technically.
wherever his body is, probably.
Barry
Assuming there's
nods.
anything left.
Shrugs. That's fascinating yet horrifying. So there's a possibility there's just a headless trolley
Gazelle kind of
wandering
looks at
about?
Barry. Like, I wonder if your body grew another head.
He looks offended at the indication.
Look, I mean, could be possible. Your head's trying to grow another body.
He has to ponder this. He's confused. He is
Gazelle
conflicted.
just does like the meme image where he just pokes at his head, like, yeah, you didn't think about that, did you?
Then shakes head. Nope, didn't think of that. Oh, I'm very sorry. It's very rude. What's your name? I'm sorry.
I am the great sorcerer Gazelle.
Oh, you're a sorcerer. Wonderful. Wait, are you like I just can do magic sorcerer, or you're like an actual academic sorcerer?
I can breathe fire.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Gazelle just takes another bite of omelet. And then shrugs.
Well, I'm Jeff.
It is nice to meet you, Jeff. Do you want to
It's
be
a
my
pr-
friend?
Sure.
Gazelle extends his hand to shake, but it's his left hand.
He goes to shake it with his left hand, looks at your hand. Oh, shakes with his right hand.
It's nice to meet you, Jeff.
It's nice to meet you, sir, Gazelle. And you too, Barry. Though you don't have hands, so I can't shake your hand. Brr. Shrugs.
Gazelle says, or Barry says, it's nice to meet you.
What language is this, Barry? What language does he speak? Tell me, please.
I don't know.
Brr.
He speaks Barry.
Brr. Nods. Oh, this is. Oh, I'm gonna write a paper on this.
I think he's technically my familiar now, but I'm not sure.
That would explain, but also not. I don't know if that would explain anything.
Gazelle just kind of shrugs.
Just what it is.
You're giving this man an existential crisis.
He has that effect on people.
Okay? Here's a question: Is this Barry traveling around? Are you submitting him to the tower as a thing to be researched, or is he just your companion?
Oh, Barry's my companion, of course.
I see. That's a shame. I would have loved to research Barry.
I don't know that Barry would appreciate.
I mean, it's not. He does seem to enjoy the food. No, but we don't. It. Well, he's not the weirdest thing here, I guess.
There's something weirder than Barry?
Oh, there's so many weird things in this place. You have no idea.
Oh, Gazelle kind of like rubs his hands together. Do tell.
Well, there's a lot of them I can't. Well, some. Okay, so there's like levels. Some stuff is just kind of weird. Just kind of like, huh, that's strange. There's stuff that's like kind of spooky strange. There's some things that are like, oh, my entire worldview is now destroyed because I don't understand how this exists and it's killing me inside.
Oh, like the Cladis.
Oh, you know about that? I only just learned about that. I only just got the clearance.
Are you sure this guy's name isn't Joel?
How long have you been here?
I think a couple hours, but time is
You've
kind
only-
of weird right now. It
You've
also
only been
feels
here-
like it's been like a month.
You've only been here a couple of hours. You already got clearance on the Cladis?
Oh no, we fought it.
What? What do you mean you fought? It's not. It can't. It's impossible. You're pulling my leg.
No, it tried to eat my friend. Not this one. I have other friends. And then we got teleported here.
But that's super secret stuff, and it hasn't been out for. Oh, that's scary. That's one of those destroys the world, destroys my world and my worldview kind of secrets.
Yeah, it has that effect on people.
Oh, that's a really bad one too. Oh no.
Although I think it was a different one from what.
Oh,
was
I'm
reported.
gonna need you to elaborate on that statement.
Okay, so
Okay. I'm
this
listening.
one is still here. The other one
Oh, good. That one's still here. Good. Al, good. Ooh, scared me.
planning to take over the world, I think.
That's horrifying. It's
Just
strange.
keep in mind Gazelle's face, like he's thinking really hard as he's trying to explain this.
And there's like just crumbs of omelet in your beard.
Mm-hmm. Like his eyes are like squinted as he's thinking. Like his forehead's all wrinkled and and I think I ate its flesh once.
You did what?
But I got better. It's okay. It was just a little bit. I only
You
had
sure?
half of the drug.
Are you sure? Wait, drug? There are drugs now? They have drugs
Yeah.
of those? I've been
It
in
was
here
carved
too long.
from a weird tree, living, not
What?
living.
What? Oh,
But then my
Oh,
little robot friend, Otto, he's.
oh,
I think I see him down the hall the other way. Anyway,
oh.
he
looks
he-
looks over to the hall.
just scorched the tree. It was amazing.
Otto's picking out food in the cafeteria.
Speaking of worldview changing things, robot eating.
Is that robot getting food?
Yeah, he likes crackers.
He's a robot who likes crackers. You have a separate troll head on a staff that's alive and loves food and is friendly.
He
I've
likes
seen-
berries.
Oh, he loves. Oh, is that why he's named Barry?
Gazelle shrugs.
I'm writing that down. I don't know if that was true, but I'm writing that down.
Do the skeletons here not eat?
I mean, probably not. Again, you haven't seen another skeleton. That was the only one you've seen so far.
Okay. What is he talking to? What manner of creature are they?
They are Zyron, which is like one of those goat people. So they've got goat horns.
Oh,
Oh.
He's got a pair of glasses. He looks kind of mousy. He's on the shorter side.
Gazelle takes another bite of omelet, and then while he's still chewing, he looks over at Jeff. So what are you researching?
Oh, well, I'm researching this. Well, it's kind of secret. It's kind of on that, that one of the bad secrets, but not sure if it's like existential horror secret or just strange secret. We're not sure yet. We're trying to figure that out. But it's like a how do I describe this? Well, we're keeping it in a little, not a little vial, but like a vial as big as your head. It's kind of like liquid darkness, I guess.
Dark. Interesting.
But it's not actually a liquid. We're just keeping it inside that as I research it. Or well,
Oh,
as
so you
research.
can't
I'm not the
drink
only
it.
one researching. Oh no. You wouldn't want to drink this. I actually don't know. We haven't done that
I
test.
bet I could drink it.
I don't think you should.
Oh, why not?
Well, one, because I'm really enjoying researching it because it's really interesting, and then I would not be able to research it because it's in your stomach, and then, well, then we'd have to research you because now you're the container for it. We don't know what to do to you. I guess that would just give you another job, honestly.
Is he
Fair enough,
talking
I
about
suppose.
the sample that we brought in? That we
No.
captured? Okay.
Nope.
Something else that's been here longer than a few hours.
But it's like, it's like living darkness, I guess.
Well.
It's interesting.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Like if you put it in a shadow that is like not connected to it, it turns it into more of itself, and it gets
That's
bigger.
funny because I think I had a dream about this once.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No shit. Tell me more.
Well, see, in the dream,
Uh huh.
I was an elf, but you couldn't tell if I was a boy or a girl.
That's pretty. Yeah, okay, that's pretty. It's not that weird.
And then there was a bunch of other people who I can't remember anything about.
Okay, okay.
One of them died.
Well, that happens.
Yeah. And they were fighting demon that was dark.
Demon of Darkness.
Yeah. And then there were talking mushrooms too.
Oh well, okay.
I
Well,
think
that
I had
probably-
this dream when I took the drug, so
Oh,
Oh,
that
well.
probably that would explain it. That sounds pretty wild. I assume Otto comes over the table at this point.
Sure.
You wish you could get out of this that easily.
No, I want to keep going. Otto's in the room, so eventually.
well, I assume Otto and the others are they were all on their way to the cafeteria, so
Yeah. So file in as you want. But we're gonna.
Otto's gonna put down his tray, and it's just gonna have like a really tall stack of crackers, and then a bunch of different foods that have different textures.
at least one pancake.
Yeah.
Because Lyle did mention pancake.
But yeah, it's if you put it in Or Darkness, it makes more of itself, and it does some weird things to creatures if you leave them in it.
That's pretty interesting.
And if you take them out of it, if they've only been there for a little while, they die. But if they've been in there for a while, they get very strange and very creepy.
And this is unrelated to the Gladys, then? It's a different Eldritch horror?
I mean, he hasn't described anything that's related to the Gladys.
Well, I just assumed that that was what this whole place was revolved around, since we're built on top of the crater.
It could do more. It does more than that.
Oh, you weren't with us, were you, Swim, when we did the one shot?
No, I was. That was my
You were?
first time.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
That was like right when we were shifting to Dungeon World.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, that's a stack of crackers.
Yeah, he likes crackers. I told you that.
Is that just one? Oh, hello. I'm Jeff.
I'm Otto.
It's nice to meet you, Otto. Otto, did you just get just one pancake? Just a single flap?
Would you like it?
Well, it's your pancake. I don't want to take your pancake.
I can get more.
I guess that's. No, you should try it. I don't think. Have you had pancake before? You should have pancake.
He's a good kid. Gazelle nods.
Okay, so he's a kid? They're a kid?
I mean, we kind of treat him that way. I never really asked, though. How old are you, Otto?
Not
Jury's
even
out,
a
I
year.
suppose.
Not
Old.
even a year.
Pretty old.
He's either too old to remember.
Built 4 months ago.
Ah,
Oh, definitely a kid then.
yeah.
That's like baby status.
He's really strong, though.
Well, automatons are typically pretty strong.
Can I assume that if Otto's here, Tori and
Yeah, you
Lyle
can
are
file
also
in.
present?
Yeah, you can file in as you want.
I'm just gonna be kind of standing back, watching this happen.
Gazelle's going to wave specifically to Lyle. Lyle! I found someone else who's horny! He points at Jeff's horns.
I don't think that's typically what that means, but I guess it's not wrong.
Tori's gonna pat Lyle on the back. Go get him, champ.
Lyle's gonna give kind of a deadpan stare, but he's gonna take notice of the man of his horns at that point and say, like, "Oh, Zeron, Hey, you're
Yes, hello.
a little far from home, ain't you?
Oh no, I'm from Jet. Well, no, I guess my parent.
I think we're
Well, my-
actually closer to where they're from right now. I think we're the ones who might be a little far from home, actually.
We're all in Jow still.
We did make kind of a huge jump to tower, though.
Jow is a big place.
It is.
Home to the
Hmm.
birds and the goats.
Lyle's gonna shrug, say, I suppose you're right. He's gonna get all shifty-eyed for a second there, and then he's gonna sit down next to Otto. He'll have a plate with him. What the fuck does Lyle like to eat again? Meat buns. They look like and feel like titties.
Oh my god.
Right on, bro.
He's gonna give it a little squeeze before he takes a bite.
Nice.
Tori's gonna sit down next to him. Gee, it sure is recurrent how we always manage to end up in a cafeteria.
I mean, cafeteria is the place to be. It's where you
There's
get
no
food.
other place where you can just chill and talk and eat. Take some
Yeah.
time on that.
If I'm being honest, I'm a little, not feeling great about it, considering I'm pretty sure I picked up my unwanted guest sharing food with somebody. But, hey, whatever. Gotta eat.
How are you
Yeah.
feeling, Gazelle?
Pretty good. I have
Jeff.
made a new friend.
Jeff leans toward Gazelle. Does your friend have worms?
Oh no, he has Cladis.
You really didn't have to say that.
But it's true.
Yeah,
It means-
well, now
Would you rather him think you had worms?
I think so. If I'm being honest with you, but now that the cat's out of the bag, yeah, don't double dip in my ketchup or whatever.
He
Who
doesn't
does
wash
that?
his.
That's weird.
He doesn't wash his hands either, so be careful.
Oh, that's also gross.
Listen,
Wash your
I'm
hands.
sure it's fine.
if you wash your hands too much, your skin starts to crack and bleed, and it's not good.
Yeah, if you wash your hands every 5 minutes for a whole day.
You could really
Yeah.
get more moisturizing hand wash.
Who has time to put on moisturizer every single time you wash your hands, especially when you do it 150 times a day? That's why I wear gloves. Lyle holds up his hands, showing off the thick brown gloves he's wearing. By
Is
the
that
way,
why
do
your
you have-
gloves are brown?
Yes.
Because you don't wash them.
They go in the laundry sometimes. I don't think I've washed
Is on
anything
there
I'm
the
wearing since before we met, but, yeah.
Mm.
Except for scrubbing bloodstains out, but, You're asking a lot of questions that you don't want the
Bill's
answers
gonna
to.
scoot his food slightly away from Lyle.
Lyle's gonna
Jeff
take another
also
bite of his
sides
bun.
his stuff a little ways from Lyle.
So, Jeff, you're from Zhao, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of boring. Lyle says as he takes a bite of his bun. Seems to lose interest immediately.
That's mean.
Don't worry, that just means he likes you.
Well, that's not a very nice way to make friends.
I think
Are you Gazelle's
he has
friend?
problems.
You think he has problems?
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, that would go with the Gladys / worms.
What did Otto say? I didn't hear it.
I was asking if he was his friend. Gazelle's friend.
Yes, I guess I am.
We shook on it.
We did, it's true. I wrote down that fact, actually. It shows you the note that shook Gazelle's hand. Now, friends.
He's pretty funny. I like him.
I see. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
You should hear about his research. It sounds really interesting. It's like living darkness or something.
Yes, it's fascinating. It's like alive. You know, like it's living.
Ooh. This guy's kind of weird.
Like nighttime?
I know he would fit in with us perfectly.
Like what? What did you say, Otto?
Nighttime? Darkness?
Oh, yeah. We don't let night hit it. We have it surrounded by light at all times.
Why?
Because if we don't, it'll spread to the shadows in the room, and then it'll just get bigger, and then it'll consume the facility.
How did you guys even manage to capture a sample in the first place, then?
What if the
Who
power
said
goes
that?
out?
Who said that?
Well, I'm assuming Napano and Adam have been here for a minute.
Could be if Napano just popped up and like Adam's like behind her or something.
Gazelle looks over and waves.
Well, I didn't catch it. It was brought in. I've just been assigned to research it. Apparently, it was stuck inside some artifact that got brought back. Or it's a sample from that artifact, I guess. As far as I understand, that thing is like sealed even further in way past my clearance.
That sounds-
Probably for the best. There's enough weird ass things out there.
Stuff that
Yeah.
gets sealed that should stay sealed and somehow gets unsealed that no one knows how. That's
No,
annoying.
that happens. It just happens, you know. Things break.
I think that's the next
People are dumb.
adventure.
Well, you know.
Well, we should talk about next adventures. And what we're going to be doing next.
Indeed.
Because there's no shame in bowing out if that's what anyone wants to do. It's obviously
lot of
odds of
shame.
success are not high. We all know that likelihood of getting hurt is high.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It's pretty dangerous. You know, would be probably a little more than a goblin could handle. You might need some help. If you guys ask really nicely, maybe I could be convinced.
Adam just kind of smirks. You sure? We've already said we won't think any less of you.
Lyle is worried about us.
Oh.
I mean, that much was obvious from the beginning.
You don't have to say you won't think less of me when you already think so little.
Adam just kind of puts a hand to the back of his neck. Yeah, about that. I'm about earlier.
I didn't understand you.
I didn't quite catch that either. Just
I'm sorry about earlier.
Lyle just
We've
smirks.
just gone through, well, a lot. But
Say that again.
you've also been through that lot with us, and you were speaking from an understandable standpoint. If you don't want to fight them anymore, I can understand that.
Wow. I was expecting you to stick to your guns a little bit. Where'd your spine go? Jesus. I mean, some other deity that exists in this world.
That just kind of chuckles. Well, you and I still need to go get our heads fixed, but
Yeah, I'm still on the ropes about letting these people crack my skull open. Just throwing that out there.
you're not the only one.
Don't worry, if you guys die, I'll crack your skulls up and pull the worm out.
Be counting
And
on
then
you.
we can
Jeez.
resurrect you, maybe.
Gee, thanks.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
What are friends for?
Indeed.
I mean, that does sound like a good way to get the worm out. If just kill him, take it out, and resurrect him. Bing, bing, bing.
I don't know.
That is what the man thing master said he could do if worst came to worst. So I sure, I guess.
Well, it's either here or out in the field where none of us can resurrect you.
You make a fair point.
I bet I can do it.
He said, yeah, you know, Gazelle could do it.
Second thought, I'm liking this idea more and more.
I feel better already.
Why don't we go talk to Natul?
Yes.
So-
then we
so-
can have a drink after.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think I'd like to explore this place a bit more, so once we talk to Natul, let's go get a drink and kind of be relaxed a bit.
Finally, you're speaking my language.
Yeah, you know,
let's go talk to the scary.
it's been a busy busy period after fixing up Dad's mistakes, so I wouldn't mind actually relaxing a bit, just for a night.
Oh, well, if you want to relax, just don't go into the lower levels. That's where the scary shit is.
What scary shit?
Oh, I don't know. I just know they're scary. I only have clearance for the semi-scary things.
Where are the
You want to go on an adventure?
where are the
Scarier.
semi-scary things?
Well, the very bottom is, you know, the big scary thing. The scary thing that'll consume the planet.
Yeah, I mean, and we know what that is. Is there anything scarier than the flesh crab?
I guess it depends on what you find scary, I guess.
What if you find being surrounded by hundreds of beautiful women scary?
I don't think I've seen one like that. But I
Wait.
can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. I don't know.
This place is
possible.
not all it's cracked up to be.
Hey, I don't have full clearance. I only just got clearance to learn about the scary thing in the basement.
He's talking about the Gladys.
You don't say.
Shh.
Would have never guessed that one.
Interesting.
Right.
It's okay, Jeff. These are the guys who I fought it with.
Oh, because he got the thing in his head? He got the worms, right?
Yeah, worms.
I see. see.
Yeah, see the little robot boy there?
Yeah.
He's the one who killed it.
Oh, he's one of those?
Yeah, he
Killed
did.
that specifically?
Yeah, he like went,
Oh my
"Brrr," and it
goodness.
went, "Brrr," and he went, "Ah."
Oh
It was
yeah,
pretty great.
That's
I've read some of the yeah. I've heard about some of those. They sound pretty intense.
What have you heard about those?
Oh, that they destroyed the planet.
Wait, hold up. Slow down just a little bit.
Well, they wiped out the civilization at the time. I guess it's just kind of destroying the planet. I guess.
Yeah, same difference.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's
Hold
about
on.
the same.
Hold on. We need to take a couple steps back still. We're going a little too fast here.
But I can't. But I'm sitting down. I can't step back.
Listen, you need to stop talking about
What?
other stuff and explain to me
What?
this. I thought it was the Cladis that destroyed the world.
Oh, what they did, and then to destroy them, they were made to destroy those, and then they did, and then they also destroyed the civilization too. Although it was kind of already destroyed,
Hold
but it
up.
was super destroyed.
I think this is worthy of elaboration. Are we talking like, all right, our work here is done, now what? I don't know, let's kill all humans. Or are we talking like, we have to eliminate the Cladis? Oh, well, most of humanity's infected. I guess we're wiping out humanity.
You know, I don't really know. Also, those two things sound the same to me, but
It's
I don't
not.
know.
It's not even a little.
Well, I don't know exactly what happened. I just know that
Jeff, you're killing me
they
here.
just
You're killing me here, Jeff.
they burned the Cladis until it was in this crater only, except apparently not. And then something happened, and they wiped out the what remained of everything else.
Did they wipe out all races, or did some like?
I assume so. I don't know.
You just assume that the killer robots decided, hey, you know what? I think of all things, we'll spare the goblins. Yeah, nice.
No,
try.
we're just wondering if something stronger, like dragons, managed to survive the scouring.
Well, I don't know that much. It's not my department.
Jeff.
I just know like the basic histories that
Jeff.
was taught in there by the Cladis.
You're killing me here, Jeff. You can't just drop bombs
What?
like that and then say, "Oh, I don't know."
I thought you knew. I thought you knew that part.
No, I don't know that part.
We did know that part.
No, we didn't.
I wonder how, if these robots destroyed the world, why are we still here then?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want to know is.
Well, they clearly didn't wipe out everybody.
Otto, do you want to destroy me? Otto, you're killing me here. You can't just give me the silent treatment after something like that.
Well, they are eating crackers right now.
He's thinking about it.
No, Otto stopped eating.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's
Oh.
going to slowly get up and out of his seat.
Oh, here it comes.
I'm going to go find my mom.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy, I was just joking.
I will see you later.
Yeah,
Oh.
Okay,
All
buddy.
right.
He's gonna leave.
No.
Did I upset your friend? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Shut up, Jeff.
No, Jeff, you're fine.
Shut up, Jeff.
Lyle, you upset Otto. Go apologize.
Gosh, dang it! That was my bad. I guess it was insensitive to say that after he said what he said to me. But he's probably fine. Lyle's gonna take another bite of his meat bun.
Gazelle,
What?
your friend is kind of a dick.
Yeah, he kind of is.
What?
Well, all right.
Jeff,
So
you started
it's
it.
getting closer to 10 o'clock. So let's move this toward a scene that could be considered the end for tonight, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. Otto,
Yeah.
you go to find your mom, and you learn through some attendants that she's still in the meeting with Atul, and you are
Wait.
directed to head there if you want.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
What about Way?
Maji, you can't keep
Don't worry
avoiding the
about
way
Way.
question. I'm worried.
Don't worry about Way.
I'm
I'm
worried.
worried about Way.
I don't care if you're worried about Way.
I'm very
Your
worried
feelings
about
better.
Way.
Your feelings are irrelevant to me.
My feelings are very relevant to me, though, and they're
Well,
loud.
I'm gonna go find my mom too.
Yeah, me three. Fuck this.
Your mom's dead. Your mom's also dead.
Shit.
Mine actually
I'm
is.
gonna go find your mom now.
My mom is making me cookies.
She's gonna be making me cookies.
She made me cookies too. Yeah.
No, she won't.
When I tell her that you're mean.
Yeah, she's gonna say, "Oh, I
Mm.
did not raise him to be this way."
Yes.
Mm.
Yes,
Whatever. Otto,
Mama Bear do not like.
you are permitted to enter the meeting with Natul as they still appear to be conversing.
We'll walk
Do you-
in.
All right. You open the door, and still sitting at that table with Yue having moved to the seat next to the head of the table where Natul sits. You see her, and she looks to you, not surprised, but like kind of concerned, or like she's pondering something concerning. And then you see Natul, and on the table is Natul's helmet,
Oh,
and where Natul's sitting, you see a guy, and they no longer have their helmet on, and you see a very elderly-looking human. Their skin is pretty stretched, and it looks very unhealthy. He does not look well. Looks very, very sick.
Okay.
And his fingers are like laced together as he gestures to the chair beside him. Ah, Otto, welcome back. I think we should.
Me, child.
I think we should discuss this business with you as well. And if we want to have this conversation now, we can, but we could end it right here. If that is acceptable.
Let's end it for here.
No, I want to know. It's
I want the
conversation.
lore drum.
Otto said, okay, so we're going to end it right there.
No!
It is almost
Well-
10 o'clock. You don't have a say in this matter.
Well, we shouldn't have started half an hour late. Goddammit.
Yeah, come on. No!
Why are you looking at me like that's my fault?
It's, it's not my fault either. Ed was the last one here.
That's not even close to being true.
It is, though. Remember when I got in here and then we all were yelling at me and then they were like, alright, we're still waiting on Ed. I was there, you
I
can't
was
you
the
can't
first one
lie.
there, first of all.
No, you weren't.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, he was. This is true.
If
he
you
was
get up
sitting
and
waiting.
leave, you're not here anymore.
Everyone gets one experience because you really only just learn new things. You haven't really explored a new location. You have not overcome a notable obstacle.
Okay.
Everyone gets one experience. Wham, bam,
Except for
boom.
Adam. Adam got 2.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. Adam did fail a roll. All right. That decided and that established. It is time for us to say goodbye to the tube.
Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye,
Tube.
bitches.
Goodbye, the tube.
Fear the purple cat.
What's his name? Name the purple cat.
He doesn't have a name.
Nameless, the purple cat.
Nameless the purple cat. joint.
Smokey, the chronic smoker.
These new Sonic characters are crazy.